Alrighty, we have The Joker, What to Know by Carrie, and this is going to be my third time explaining and sharing the audio of my slideshow. So this is Arthur. We can see, played by Joaquin Phoenix, he's a sign waiver. Those people who twirl those signs outside of random ass buildings promoting shit, that's him. He dresses up as a clown while doing so. And Arthur, he's not well. He gets beat up by kids. He gets beat up by adults. He gets harassed both physically, mentally, verbally. And he does go to a psychiatrist, very much depressed, very much more than just depressed. A lot of things wrong with him. And the psychiatrist, she's like, "Hey, Arthur, have you been writing your journal?" And she's like, "You gotta bring it." And he brought it. And we see that in that journal, he says, "I just hope my death makes more sense than my life." Deep. He spelled sense wrong, but still deep. He does have a condition that causes him to laugh uncontrollably. And life goal, he wants to be a comedian. Sign twirling is not the end game. The push to Joker. So as we know, Arthur, he loves comedy, so he does go to a comedy club, and his homie at the comedy club heard that he got beat up at work, sign twirling and everything, by some fucking kids. Arthur had chased him down into an alley. They fucking beat him up with his own sign in the alleyway, kicked him, punched him, and so his homie was like, "Here's a gun, you defend yourself." And so we see cut scene, Arthur's going into his apartment, and he lives in a really dingy spot. It feels like there will be roaches. It feels like electricity is wavering every other second. And we see this nice, lovely lady neighbor who is very famous, and I can't remember her name. She's the light in a deep, dark tunnel that Arthur is in that does say funnel. I was doing this PowerPoint at work. Well, Arthur ends up getting fired from all of his jobs, basically. The sign twirling, because his sign got fucking fucked up by his own body because those kids beat him up with it. The comedy club not working out because his homie, the boss man of the comedy club, got him a gig at a children's hospital. And at the children's hospital, when he was making some jokes around with the kids, having fun, his gun that he had dropped out of his pocket. Why bring a gun to the hospital? Big mistake, buddy. And he was real down about it. So while he's on his way from the subway home, some fuckers on the train, they started making fun of him, saying, "Why are you in your fucking clown mask / makeup?" And they beat him up. They start to kick him, throw him on the ground. Little do they know, this was their downfall. I'm not saying that the Joker did anything right, but those guys should not pick on someone with a clown mask, because you never know what that clown is trying to promote. He's trying to promote happiness when he deep down is super duper sad. And beating him up, and this scene is crazy because all of a sudden the lights are flashing. The subway is going in and out of the tunnels. There's light, it's darkness, and Arthur just boom kills one, boom kills two, boom shoots three, and the third one is trying to hobble out of that train. He's trying to get back up once this train has stopped to the city so he can yell for help, and Arthur shoots him. The Joker has officially come alive. I call this slide, Arthur is seeing his art. Chef's kiss, because that is both wordplay and truly he feels like he is Picasso. He is Salvador Dali. He is Michelangelo. I said Michelangelo instead of Michelangelo. Hold on. Alrighty, and we are back. Well, we see here we have Thomas Wayne. He is in that little suit. He is the to-be potential mayor. He is running, and the underprivileged people, they're kind of going crazy right now for the clown killer. They love Arthur. Little do they realize, Arthur is not well. They think that he is doing justice for all these people. He's the Batman before they're real Batman in their eyes. And Arthur's mom is on the left of Thomas Wayne right there. She's a little cuckoo, but Arthur does not think so. I mean, it's so obvious. Look at her. And he sees this letter that his mom has written to Thomas Wayne saying, you need to take care of your son. He is not well without you, something. And she's clearly crazy, but Arthur takes this letter for face value, and he thinks Thomas Wayne is his dad. Well, Thomas Wayne is calling the underprivileged people of New York clowns for not realizing the good he's doing, and Arthur is laughing about Thomas Wayne being his dad, both metaphorically. He's also physically laughing. He kind of is he's stopped taking his meds by now. He is going crazy, but he doesn't know it yet. Arthur, more like Joker. Well, Arthur, being that he thinks Thomas Wayne is his dad, he does go to his house and wants to confront Thomas Wayne. He's outside the gates. He sees Bruce Wayne, the Batman. We're not going to do that. He goes to Bruce Wayne and he does the whole, let's put a smile on that face type bit right there that I included. And Alfred, the butler's like, get away. No, don't touch him. And Arthur's like, I just want to talk to Thomas. He's my dad. And Alfred's like, huh? And Arthur says, yeah, my mom is something Fleck. I can't remember her name. And Alfred's like, oh gosh, she's crazy. She used to work with us, and then she got sent to a psych ward because she had an episode. And Arthur cannot believe it. He's like, that's not true. And Alfred's like, yeah, you're adopted, bruh. She adopted you while she was working here. And so Arthur's like, the fuck? Meanwhile, there's a clip of his comedy show. It did get played on TV on The Murray Show. And he sees this at home and he's like, oh my gosh, I'm famous kind of shit. Well, we discover that, yes, Arthur is adopted. He was also abused as a kid, neglected, malnourished, all done by his birth family. We could have guessed that anyways, but his life is a joke. He seems to realize. He does say, I used to think my life was a tragedy, but now I realize it's a fucking comedy. And this is what Arthur does say right before he suffocates his mom, who was in psychosis, because she flipped out that the police think Arthur was the one who killed those 3 dudes on the train. Little does she know, he did. So I call this slide laughter because it is not laughter from the audience perspective. But Arthur's living his best life. He's full crazy town. His meds, he forgot that he ever even took them. He's living his life without it, and he loves it. He's putting his clown makeup on for fun. He suffocated his mom. She's not around anymore. He doesn't need to take care of her, live life for her anymore. He's killed those 3 guys on the subway. He's feeling enthralled and thrilled about his defense that he took for himself. He's playing with his gun, acting like he's shooting other people, acting like he's shooting himself. And oh my gosh, this is not the right time, but his comedy club homies, 2 of them, swung by the apartment and talking to him, saying like, yo, some police are snooping around the comedy club. And the one who gave him the gun, not his actual homie, he actually ratted him out to the comedy club boss man, saying, Arthur tried to buy a gun off me. And Arthur had found this out at some point in the movie. And, they're talking, but Arthur just straight up shoots that one. Shoots him multiple times. I don't even think he shot him. I think he stabbed him in the eye multiple times. I can't remember because I try not to look during those moments as much. And the little midget / small person / friend, oh, he's screaming. He's like, Arthur, what are you doing? And Arthur's like, it's okay, get out of here, Jerry. I don't remember his name. Get out of here, Jerry. You don't have to see this anymore. And Jerry, since he is a small person, and Arthur had locked his door with the chain, the high above chain lock, he said, Arthur, buddy, I can't get out. Could you open it for me? And Arthur does. Crazy. That's how you know he's not right. If you were going to kill someone, you can't leave a witness. And after this scene, we do see the Joker's iconic dance scene down the stairwell. And I will say we should watch it because I think there will be another one or an essence of another one for sure. Finally, we have the last laugh. Instead of the last dance, it's the last laugh. It's Joker time. He's about to go on the Murray Show. You know, we can't forget, even though he has killed 3 dudes on the subway, his mom, his comedy club homie, not so much his homie, it's time to go on the Murray Show. Murray's like, yo, how you doing, buddy? We're gonna have you say some jokes, talk to you a little bit. Arthur's like, introduce me as the Joker, not Arthur. And this is where, once he's on the show, once he's on stage, Murray's like, let's hear a joke. And Arthur does not get the room. He's not reading it. He starts making jokes about, drunk driving, and all of a sudden shares that I was the one that killed those 3 guys on the subway. And Murray's like, where's the punchline, kid? And he said, nope, I did. And Murray said, why? Why would you do such a thing? And is it because of the movement? And Arthur's like, no, I don't give a shit. I don't even like Thomas Wayne. I mean, not that that would be an argument that it wasn't for the movement, but Murray's like, just because you're not happy doesn't mean you can shoot people. And then Arthur starts going on a whole rant about Thomas Wayne, about how Murray's no better than Thomas Wayne because he's like, what are you doing? You don't know shit about me and the people who are like me, these common people, the plebeians. He and Murray are going back and forth, and boom, kills Murray right on stage, live TV. Everybody's screaming, everybody's trying to get out of there, and police are after him. He runs. Gotcha, bitch, said the police. But nope. There are riots in the street. Everybody's wearing a clown mask. There is fire. There are things blowing up. And simultaneously, we have this iconic Batman's origin scene where Bruce Wayne's parents get killed in that alleyway. The mother's pearls go flying. And ultimately, Arthur does get arrested. He is put in prison by the end scene. And we see that he might be in prison, but he still is having the last laugh, that victory dance, relishing in his falling and the enjoyment that he feels of living his life true to himself. And here we are, about to watch the next Joker movie.